I'm gonna put a trailer hitch on this golf cart. Now you might, if you've been watching this channel at all with golf cart content, you might be saying, wait a minute, didn't you do that already? And I did, on a different cart. That cart had a bag well in the back. They all have a bag well, but that one only had the bag well, the golf bag holder in the back with a basket. And so the bumper was exposed. It was a different kit than the hitch you put on these that have this rear seat kit with the platform down here. Even though this has a rear seat, I did put a seat on it in case we wanted to use it for that. But ultimately here, this is a work cart. It's a utility cart. So trailer hitch would add a lot more utility. I've never used this kind of kit before, and this did not come pre-drilled for putting a hitch on, so we'll have to figure that out. So let's dive in. Kind of get everything unpacked here. I had this all out and I didn't think it was going to work, and then the more I looked at it, the more I think it will. Just got to figure it out. So basically you get a bunch of hardware and the bracket system. It's actually relatively straightforward. This mounts underneath, these mount to here. I got to figure out how to mount this up there and probably drill holes for these. These are pre-threaded, so this is going to come up through here. Little short ones. There's short ones and long ones. So the short ones will come up up into here and pre-thread, and they'll give you some wiggle room. And then when I drill the holes in, the same story will be true here. It do give you nuts, and I don't really know why, because everything's threaded. So we'll figure that out as we go. I think it actually goes this way though. And this mounts inside here, and this one mounts inside the back, so that the bolts that are coming up through come up inside. They don't hit the frame. There's a little bit of a, they come up and up against this platform, so there's some space up in there for those bolts to come up. And that was the part that confused me before. Like, that's going to be sitting there and it's going to hit the bottom, but I had them this way. With that screw sticking up there, there was no way that was going to sit on that bracket properly. Start by getting these in, at least get them threaded on. I might have to cut them off because they still might be too tall. But again, like I said, we'll deal with that if and when it comes to that. These, I believe, are all 13 millimeter. Ooh, man, it's breezy today. Sorry if that wind is obnoxiously loud in your ears. One of the things I often do with this cart, I do pull a little dump trailer around. Right now I've been using the lawnmower to do it because I have a hitch on the lawnmower, but this will make it a lot more convenient. And also that dump, the RV dump cart, like the black tank dump cart, and that's coming up here pretty quick where I'll have to do that again. And I haven't, when I just had a platform on, I just set the cart on the platform and used a macerator pump to pump into it. But now that I can tow it, I think that'll actually work a lot better. So this should sit like this inside. So we'll get down underneath and see how this goes. Okay, so I think I'm going to get this kind of just lined up here, get these bolted down, and then I'll use a punch and punch where these holes are on here, and then I can drill them out. That looks like it's pretty set at the front, so I'm just going to lock that down here. Okay, so see, this is what I was worried about. See how those stick up? So that's not going to sit flush in there. It's going to, it hits right there. So, it might work. Yeah, well, it'll work. Let's do this. I'm actually going to lock that in first. Now then, look at this. And I'll make this one the one I adjust, because this one's got the old bumper holder kind of in the way. So then this one will sit locked in, and this one I can adjust. And then it's easier to get to these bolts. I'm gonna try to see if I can mark them with a marker first. See, those are awfully low. That's the thing. It's like at the bottom of that metal bracket. It will fit, technically. But those holes are so low that it's like right here at the edge. I don't think I can drill that hole out and have it still be usable. No, I don't like it. I'm gonna cut these off. I'll cut maybe about 1/4 of an inch or so. Probably down, right just down to the top of that bracket. There. Not my straightest cuts ever, but not bad for freehanding it. I didn't have the vise or anything. So just kind of cut them below the bracket. So that way this sits flush. And then, you know, when you grind off a bolt, you usually mess the threads up a little bit, at least I do. So I thread them all the way in, and then I can just back these two out a little bit. I don't take them all the way out, just to get this alignment right. Well, both of them really, because this one also isn't aligned right. Push that all the way to the back. Actually, while we're at it, okay, now I will wipe off my mark. The mark was just a wax pen, chalk pen, so it wipes off real easy. And I'll make new marks. There we go. I like that a lot better. There we go. See if I can get you down here so you can see what I'm looking at. Okay, so there's our marks. Here. One up here. One there. I'm just doing the back side first. Go back up and get the front side here. Just gonna give it a punch. So I don't walk the drill on me. And I forgot the drill. Let's go grab a drill. It'll be a little bigger than the bolt. That way the bolt goes through freely, and it's going to be a little bit of a weird angle, so I want to make sure it's not going to bind up. It's kind of going upward because I can't get it tight enough in here. It's going to be a little bit of an upward angle, which probably is going to be a problem, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, that did not work as well as I'd hoped. I'm going to have to widen those a bit. That angle is just not, it's just too much. I'll use a step bit here. Come back from this side. Also cleans the holes up a little bit because they're a bit rough from that bit. This, just to get a height, and butt the hitch up against the bottom. I got our marks. My punch. There it is. Now we'll get height with this. And this one I'll drill from the front. That way it's more level. In hindsight, I should have drilled from the back there. I didn't think I'd have room, but I do. I think I'll hit one more notch on the step bit just in the back to widen that out. Since I have nuts, I think what I'm going to do is drill out the threads in this one. Drill these out wider. So let's do that. Come back to the other side to even out the holes here. That is hot. on the leg. So doing both sides, bevels both sides a little bit, takes off the little flange that was on the threads, and that should make this easier. Let's go forward. Hey, get back here. Probably forgot to set the brake. Again, just bevel those out a little and get rid of the extras. Okay. Now I'll put the back ones through. Hope I didn't mess the threads up too bad. Get nuts on there. So maybe that's why they give you the nuts. Forgot to put washers on. The hole's too big. Oops. Put a washer on so the head of the bolt doesn't go through the hole. Dork. I don't know if I can get a washer on this side or not. It'll fit. It will definitely not fit. Okay. Well, hopefully I didn't drill the hole so big that the nut doesn't want to thread on or stay on. Tighten those down. Okay, that's on there. Now, tighten these front ones. Tight there, and then we'll tighten these down to lock it in. And I think that's it. Make sure those are all. And then that goes in there, and I just need to get a ball. Okay, so got a ball. Actually wanted to put like a small 1 7/8, which I have, and I don't really have a lot of use for it. This doesn't need a 2-inch ball. Nothing that I have that has a 2-inch hitch on it, this is capable of towing. This is just a golf cart. But I could not get that off. It was so rusted on, I couldn't get off. So I just ran to Harbor Freight, bought a 2-inch ball, and easy peasy, done. This is just a golf cart. So regardless, it's got heavy duty springs on it. However, really, when you're talking about like something like tongue weight, it's this thing. This platform is what it's bolted to. It's not bolted to the frame of the cart. So this is the weak point, and it's not super strong. You can see over here, like this armrest is bent in. So, you know, this is, you're not gonna tow a ton of weight with this. A little like one of those gorilla dump carts, or we have, like I said, this RV waste tank, portable waste tank will pull with that. I'm not hauling a big trailer with it, with anything of size on it. Maybe a little garden trailer if I had one, that might work here. Maybe I've considered getting one for stuff around here, like a little 4-foot 4x6 trailer. But it'll suffice for now. Like I said, it was fairly cheap. I'll put a link down below to this. This is from 10 LOL? So what a weird name. But I'll put a link down to this. I got this off Amazon. I got that at Harbor Freight. I'll throw a link to that as well. Pick up as cheap a ball as you can get. And I'll probably throw an Amazon link on that one if you don't have a Harbor Freight near you. Some of these will have holes already in them, and because they were built for that. This one did not, so I had to tap those holes, and that was, you know, a little bit of adaptation. Sometimes you got to get a little bit creative. More often than not, that's what we've got to do, and that's what we did. So hope you learned something. Hope you enjoy it. Appreciate you guys very much, and we'll see you next time.